Chapter 6. The Cannon Bearer. The moon hung low, a sickle of dead light above the mist-choked island. Mateo crouched against the broken wall, heart hammering like a fist against hollow ribs. Morales and Dominguez flanked him, faces grim and pale in the dark. Their blades were bare, but their hands shook from hunger and fear. I heard the guardhouse flickered with the dying torch. Beyond it, the stairway plunged into rot and stone, into the black mouth of the manor's prisons. "Still trust him?" Morales muttered. Mateo nodded. "Better to chase a madman's promise," Dominguez said, tightening his grip on his dagger, "than to rot here like rats." Morales managed a grim smile. "Lead on, sons. We are past hope anyway." They moved like wraiths across the courtyard. The first guard never made a sound. Morales' blade found a soft place under his chin, and he sagged into the dirt with a wet sigh. Dominguez jammed the door with a broken spear shaft, sealing off the shouts that would soon come. The air in the stairwell was thick with mildew and old blood. It clung to their skin like a second, fouler sweat. In the last cell, Baltasar hung from his chains, less a man than a broken carving of one. His arms trembled as Mateo slashed through the iron. Baltasar staggered, and then caught himself with a shuddering breath. Even hunched and half dead, he radiated something fierce, something that hadn't rotted yet. His hands closed around the battered cannon barrel. It settled into his arms like a child to its father. "One shot left," Baltasar rasped. Mateo said nothing. There were no right words left. Shouts rose. Footsteps hammered the stone. "Move!" Morales barked, and they did, dragging Baltasar between them as bolts clattered against the walls. A guard lunged from a side passage. Baltasar swung the cannon barrel in a wide arc. The iron struck with the sound like splitting wood, and the man crumpled without a cry. Then they burst into the courtyard under a sky blacker than tar. Torches bobbed like fever dreams behind them. The north wall loomed ahead, crumbling and pitted with time. At the base of the wall, Dominguez turned back, drawing both knives. "Go," he snarled. "I'll give you seconds. No more." Before Mateo could argue, he was gone, charging the wave of guards with the fury of a man already dead. At the wall, Morales hoisted Mateo upward, teeth gritting against the strain. Mateo scrambled, hauling Baltasar's broken weight behind him. Morales stayed below. "No time," he said, voice rough but steady. "Dominguez gave us the opening. I'll hold it." He looked up at Mateo one last time, eyes clear. "Finish it." And then he turned and disappeared into the dark, knives flashing. The screams followed them into the fields. They ran until the shouts died in the mist. Through abandoned vineyards and choking weeds, through hollows slick with blood and brine they ran. And when the sea finally broke before them, a black and endless thing, they found the cutter, half sunken, waiting. Baltasar touched the hull like a man greeting an old grave. "The San Telmo," he said. His voice cracked and broke, fast enough to reach home, if the sea still remembers mercy. They pushed her into the surf, muscles screaming. The wind stirred, slight, sour, but real. The sail caught. The San Telmo slid free of Madeira's rotting teeth. The ocean smelled wrong as it rushed around them. Not the clean brine of the living seas, but something staler, sharper, like water left too long in a broken barrel. Mateo collapsed against the mast, the child's empty blanket still tucked against his side like a wound. Baltasar sat opposite him, the cannon barrel across his knees. For a long time they said nothing. There were no songs, no prayers, only the faint rush of the sea, as if the world were breathing its last. Finally, Baltasar spoke, voice low but steady. "You freed me," he said. "Not just from chains, from death itself. In return, I am yours to command until my debt is paid." Mateo shook his head. "You owe me nothing." Baltasar smiled faintly. "All men owe honor, young one, and I choose to pay mine." He leaned forward, face solemn. Where do you wish to go, Mateo-sans? Mateo looked east, toward the horizon where Castile waited, or what remained of it. Home, he whispered. To Cantabria. Baltasar nodded once. Then we sail, he said, by your will. For a long while, they simply drifted, the San Telmo rocking gently in the breathing dark. The silence grew heavy, but finally, Mateo broke. He pressed his forehead to the mast, breath shaking. The faces of Morales and Dominguez flashed in his eyes. Their blood, their courage, and the baby he had cradled for days only to bury with a whispered prayer. He thought of his mother, his sister, the green hills of Cantabria, and of what he might find there now. Empty homes, silent fields, graves dug too shallow. Tears slipped down his cheek, silent and unstoppable. I should have saved them, he choked. All of them. Baltasar said nothing at first, only watched him steady as the sea. Then he shifted closer, setting the cannon barrel down gently beside him. You did what a man could do, he said. No more, no less. Mateo clenched his fist until his knuckles ached. What if there is nothing left? What if we sail to a dead land? Baltasar reached out, his heavy hand resting on Mateo's shoulder. Then we carry the living in our hearts, he said, and we fight for whatever we find. For a long time, neither of them spoke. The stars turned slowly overhead. Baltasar patted the cannon barrel beside him, the iron cool against his scarred hand. Mateo said nothing. Baltasar rested his hand firmly on Mateo's shoulder. You carry a hard burden, he said, but you do not carry it alone. And in that cold, dying world, Mateo believed him.